Hello guys and welcome back to Snowdonia. I just can't keep away from this place, I really can't. Just look at that view behind me, absolutely incredible. So today I'm here with fellow YouTuber and landscape photographer Henry Turner, who you probably know from his vlog and also some of my previous vlogs. And we're going to be climbing Cnicht today and doing a wild camp at the summit. Hopefully going to be able to capture some amazing landscape photography photographs as well during sunset and hopefully at sunrise. So it's the solstice today as well, so it's a super early sunrise. Really looking forward to seeing what we can capture. I've also got something very special, something very close to my heart that I want to share with you guys as well, something I think is going to make some really interesting content moving forward. So we'll talk about that a bit later when we get the tent set up and everything. So let's get on with this walk guys and I'll see you at the top. So we've made it to the top and I can tell you what, the views are absolutely spectacular from here, they really are, it's incredible. We can see in every direction over to the coast and the sun is setting now just to the left hand side of Snowdon. It looks absolutely beautiful. Hopefully we're going to get some gorgeous colour in the sky as well. It's all golden and we've got these hazy kind of rays of light separating the hills in the background. It really does look beautiful. I'm going to set a shot up over here looking back towards the sun, something I don't always like to do, but I feel it's probably the strongest composition where we are at the minute. I'm going to use a 3-stop graduated filter just to kind of hold back some of the sky detail and yeah, just add a little bit more detail to that sky area and help me expose for the foreground as well. So I'm aperture at 7.1 just to make sure I've got a nice depth of field from the lakes here in the foreground right through to the mountains in the background. And yeah, I'm really pleased with the way this looks on the camera right now. So the hike up was yes, particularly difficult actually. The first part was very strenuous indeed. We were on our hands and knees for quite a bit of it, but yeah, tough going, especially with the pack on as well, but very enjoyable and obviously rewarding getting to the top now. So yeah, we've got about another 15 minutes or so I think until the sun dips behind the mountains, so haven't been able to do too much to camera, but I'm going to try and concentrate on getting this gorgeous sunset shot tonight. So as soon as we've done that, we're going to get the tent set up and hopefully get a bite to eat before it gets dark. So I'll put this shot up on the screen now guys, hope you like it.
Alright, so what's the special thing that you want to talk about?
Well,
that you mentioned
further
further down.
So about 3 or 4 years ago, I inherited some cameras from, well actually 2 of them from my granddad. Yeah. And obviously he passed away when I was quite young, so I never got to talk to him about photography. But yeah, he passed on some of these cameras to me. This is not actually one of his.
Oh, you've actually got it with you? I just realised.
Yeah. So his is still at home. It's very old and the bellows are actually damaged on it. So I probably might need to get those sorted out before I can take any photographs with them. But yeah, these are the folding cameras. They're medium format folding cameras. But you can't see your focus and you can't obviously get any metering from them. Everything's completely manual and it all kind of happens here in the lens element. So you kind of set your aperture and your shutter speed.
That's amazing, man.
And then you just focus with this, and it's got a depth of field
So
scale.
aperture and shutter speed is all...
It's all in there, yeah. So literally, here you've got like ranges from 6.3 up to f22. So you just move that around, and that obviously adjusts the
That's
aperture.
class. I've never
blades.
seen anything like that.
And then to start the shutter, you just send that lever over,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
there's just a little button that you press there.
Yeah, I must admit, I don't know a lot about film, because I pretty much started everything to do with photography for me started about 4 years ago. So there was never any reason for me to use film.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I've never had this, you know, I've never inherited anything, and there was sort of no elderly relatives or anything that would have ever passed anything down. So there was never any reason for me to use film, unless it would have ever been in, I don't know what you'd say, like a romantic sense, if I ever wanted to get out and
Yeah, sure.
use a film camera for that reason. But yeah, I don't know a lot about it. But
Well, me neither.
it's cool. Well,
Me
yeah.
neither, to be honest. It's completely new, really, for me, and it's kind of. I just thought it'd be something really cool to kind of get into and see if I can expose a few shots on this.
Definitely, man. Yeah.
Maybe do some kind of abstract landscape shots with it or something like that. Obviously, you know, there's no way of metering, so you've got to guess your exposure. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So you can use the Sunny 16 rule. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Nope.
For gauging exposure. So if you've got like ISO 100 film speed,
Yeah.
if you keep your shutter at 100 as well, at f16 on a bright sunny day, that's the correct exposure,
Right.
theoretically.
Yeah.
And then
Theoretically.
yeah, and then if it's like, say, overcast, then you drop the aperture down like one stop. If
Gotcha.
it's really cloudy, you drop
Yeah,
it down
yeah.
another stop. So
Yeah.
kind of base it around that. But it's just a bit of guesswork, really. So
Yeah.
but it should be fun just to give it a go. I thought it'd be, you know, really good, just a bit of fun, really, something different. See if
I
I
reckon
can.
so. And with like the sentimental attachment as well, it'd be nice for you to, you know, have it out on location and stuff.
Exactly. I mean, you know, this one I inherited off my father-in-law. I think he picked it up at an auction, so I don't think he'd ever used it. But
Yeah.
my granddad's one has actually still got some shots of that he'd taken. I think there's about 7 exposures on the roll of film that's still in there, which, I mean, you know, they were probably taken 40 years ago or something silly. So I doubt I'll be able to actually develop them. But
Are you
I'm
going to try it?
going to give it a go. Yeah,
Might as
you,
well.
you never
Nothing
know.
to lose that as well.
Yeah. I don't think the back's ever opened. I know film expires, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Definitely.
Obviously, you've got to kind of guess your focus as well.
It's so different from
Well,
like
it
digital.
is,
It's
isn't
like,
it?
yeah.
I mean, the only way you can do it, you know, like for example, if I was going to take a shot of you now, I'd actually literally have to measure it out.
Okay.
And then dial in, say 4.5 feet. I'd actually have to measure it in terms of a measurement, or
Yeah.
use some kind of electronic measuring device.
Would you get to a point where you'd naturally become better at it? Would you say, like?
I'll tell you in 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It's more than likely, you know, I'm going to fail. I would have thought.
Yeah. A
but-
lot of trial and error, I'd say,
yeah,
to begin
it
with.
is. What I thought I'd do was, you know, take some shots and try to record the results down, so I've got some kind of feedback when I look at them later.
That makes sense, man. Yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be a good laugh anyway. Something a bit different. So
That's
yeah,
cool.
looking forward to getting stuck into it. So that's it, man. Anyway, what are you eating?
Pasta and sauce is finished now. I'm going on to course number 2, which is Singapore curry.
Happy days.
It's effectively a pot noodle.
Good morning. I had a decent night's sleep actually for a wild camp. Pretty impressed. So yeah, the sun about 20 minutes until it rises, and as you can see, there's some lovely colour in the sky. So I spend these sort of 20 minutes now just trying to find a decent composition before that light kind of hits the landscape. Hopefully I can find something good. So guys, what I've decided to do is kind of hedge my bets a little bit, and I'm going to take a shot back towards where the sun is rising. I'm going to use this lake down here in the left hand corner to kind of lead the eye through to where the sun is going to rise. I'm going to try and just capture this shot before it does actually rise. So I'm just going to try and focus on the colours in the sky and yeah, just the gorgeous landscape that we can see here. So pretty much what you can see behind me is the shot I've kind of got composed. And then what I'm going to do when the sun actually does rise is switch over to the other side, and I found some nice jaggedy rocks which I'm going to be using for the foreground interest, and hopefully the light is going to kind of illuminate part of the mountain that we've got behind me here. And yeah, that's going to be my kind of main feature for the shot. So yeah, 2 shots really, and I guess, you know, kind of hedging my bets, but hopefully it's all going to work out well. So guys, what a wonderful morning it's been. It really has been incredible. An absolutely brilliant spot to wild camp. It really is. The views are just incredible all around us. So I've taken this shot back across towards the sun, which I think was okay, but I think this is a little bit better, or at least that's how it's appearing on the camera. And what I've got is this sweeping rock here in the foreground, which kind of leads around to the mountain behind, which I'll put on the screen right now. And yeah, the sun's just hitting that, so it's really adding some detail and, you know, contrast to the landscape as well, which is really nice. It's being side lit by the sun right now, so I think all in all it's a nice looking composition. What I've decided to do is focus stack, and I'm focusing down here on the foreground and then on the background as well. And I am actually bracketing this shot, but I don't think I'm going to need to. I was a little bit concerned about this dark patch we've got down here, whether I was going to be able to pull any detail out, but I think we'll be okay. But bracketing just to be on the safe side. We'll be taking that film camera out as well, and be doing some shots with that very soon on the vlog, so yeah, look out for that as well. It's been incredible to spend some time with Henry once again, and if you haven't checked his channel out, I highly recommend it. It's well worth going over there and taking a look at his images that he's got from today as well. So that's all from today guys. I hope you've enjoyed the vlog, and I'll see you next week.